What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video of the Point After podcast. Today we're going to be talking about BYU's 2022 season. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about their roster for reasons I'll cover in just a minute. I'm going to talk about their schedule because it's BYU's their last year as an independent team. They join the Big 12 next year in 2023. So this is the last time we will see a schedule like this out of BYU, so I'm going to spend more time talking about it and my predictions for BYU more so than the roster, transfers, everything like that in itself. But part of the reason for that is BYU is the number 2 team in returning production. That's unheard of. And I'm pretty sure there's only 19 teams returning their head coach, quarterback, and offense coordinator. BYU is one of those. This is a special BYU team. BYU is going to be explosive as hell on offense. They're going to be good as hell on defense. 80% return on offense. You're missing offensive lineman, Algar, your running back, and a wide receiver that all left. Defensively, you return 97%. You're only missing the defensive end. That's stupid for a team that is 21-4 over the last 2 years. That's unheard of. It's absolutely crazy. BYU is going to be a team to watch this year. I'm putting it on the record. You return 18 out of 22 starters. The biggest thing to me, you lose Algar, who was a hell of a running back. You replace him with Cal transfer Christopher Brooks. So just plug and place there. Offensive line, you could probably go too deep. You're hella talented at offensive line. So inevitably injuries are going to happen. When they do, again, plug and play. You're not going to be – there's no drop-off. There's no drop-off on the BYU offensive line. And then wide receiver depth. You have a clear-cut number 1 and number 2, but you have 3 guys who are competing for wide receiver 3 at the end of camp. All that means is you're going to be able to rotate and not miss a beat. Same thing. If injuries were to happen, God forbid, you plug and play, you're good to go. So BYU is special, man. I'm telling you. Now, swap to their schedule. You open with South Florida. That's a win. Next, you play Baylor, defending Big 12 champion. That one is going to be tough, okay? No doubt about it. Here's the thing. You get them at home, and you get them at 10 o'clock at night, which is probably like 8 o'clock, local time. But regardless, BYU at home has won like 19 of the last 20 in the last 2 years, or last 3 years, whatever. Then you play Oregon on the road. That one's going to be tough. No doubt about that one. That one's tough. You play you play Wyoming at home. That's a win. You play Utah State at home. That's a win. Then you play Notre Dame in Vegas. So you have Baylor, Oregon, Notre Dame. The Notre Dame game in Vegas, I think, but Notre Dame wins that one close. I don't know what the score will be. I'll have a game preview out week of. That's going to be a very close game. Then you play Arkansas. This schedule is unreal. You play Arkansas immediately after that. Now, here's the thing. I think BYU has a really good chance to win that one because – sure, you play in Notre Dame, right? But you have basically you play South Florida, then you have a bang-bang, then you have 2 kind of lower games, Wyoming and Utah State, then again a bang-bang, right? Then you play Liberty, ECU, Boise State. So it's not like you have to get up and stay up like Arkansas does. Arkansas plays Texas A&M, Alabama, and Mississippi State back to back to back before they come to play you at home. Now, here's the kicker. They play Texas A&M on the road. That's not going to be easy. You play Alabama. It doesn't matter where you're playing. That's not going to be easy. And then you play Mississippi State on the road. So, again, a hostile environment, SEC, Mike Leach, air raid. It's going to be crazy, right? I think Arkansas wins it. I think Arkansas probably goes 2-1 in that. I think they can probably beat Texas A&M this year. That's actually not in Texas A&M. I'll just remember that's in Dallas. Regardless, I think Arkansas wins that one. Then you play, again, Liberty, ECU, and Boise State. Okay. 3 should be wins. Then you play Dixie State. That's definitely a win. Then you finish the season at Stanford. If you're BYU, anything less than 9-3 is unacceptable. I think 9-3 is reasonable. That would be losing to, I don't know, we'll say Notre Dame, Oregon, and Arkansas beating Baylor. I think you could even split that and go 10-2. Split 2 of those 4. 10-2 is even sounding reasonable. Anything less than 8-4 is absolutely unacceptable. 9-3 is probably should be the standard. 10-2 would be above expectations. And then 11-1, 12-0 is obviously unheard of. Now, I'll even throw this out there just to put it into motion. If BYU goes undefeated, a lot of things would need to happen. Obviously, like Baylor would need to win the Big 12. Oregon would need to win the Pac 12. Notre Dame would have to go 11-1. Arkansas would need to be 10-2 maybe. A loss to Alabama and a loss to you. But you can make a case for the college football playoff. Now, like I said, you need a lot to happen. You need Ohio State and Michigan to suck. You need Clemson to suck. You need Alabama and Georgia, one of them, to not get in. You need a lot of help. A lot of help. More help than Cincinnati got last year kind of help. But it's possible. If you go 12-0 or 11-1 with a loss to, Notre Dame, who's 12-0, a lot of help. I'm telling you right now, a lot of help. But I can make a case for BYU to make the college football playoffs. Let me know what you think. What do you think BYU's schedule is going to be? Again, 8-4 is below pathetic. 9-3 should be expected. 10-2 is above expectations. But I'm shooting for a 10-2 season out of BYU. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Hit that subscribe button, and let's start a conversation.